The Chinese alligator originates from eastern China and is one of only 2 alligator species in the world. Its native range is extremely limited, confined to a small region along the lower Yangtze River basin. They are also named the Yangtze alligator. Historically, the species inhabited a much broader area across eastern China, but its range has drastically contracted over centuries due to human activity. This alligator evolved in China millions of years ago and is considered a living relic of ancient crocodilian lineages. Fossil evidence shows that ancestors of the Chinese alligator once ranged widely across Asia, but climate changes and geological shifts gradually restricted the species to what is now modern-day China. Over time, it adapted to cooler, more temperate conditions than most other crocodilians. The Chinese alligator inhabits freshwater environments in eastern China, favoring slow-moving and still waters. Its natural habitat includes small rivers, streams, ponds, marshes, and irrigation canals rather than large, open waterways. Unlike many other crocodilians, it often lives in relatively shallow waters surrounded by dense vegetation, which provides cover and nesting areas. This species is well adapted to temperate climates and seasonal changes. During colder months, Chinese alligators retreat into extensive underground burrow systems dug into riverbanks or pond edges. These burrows protect them from freezing temperatures and extreme weather, allowing them to survive winters that would be too cold for most crocodilian species. Much of the Chinese alligator's habitat is closely connected to agricultural landscapes, particularly rice paddies and managed wetlands. While this proximity to human activity has contributed to habitat loss, it also shows the species' ability to persist in modified environments as long as sufficient water, prey, and shelter remain available. The Chinese alligator has a generally dark, muted coloration that helps it blend into muddy freshwater environments. Its body is typically dark gray to nearly black on the upper surfaces, providing excellent camouflage in murky ponds, slow-moving rivers, and wetland habitats where shadows and dark sediments dominate. The underside of the Chinese alligator is noticeably lighter in color, ranging from pale gray to yellowish or cream tones. This contrast between the dark dorsal surface and lighter belly is common among aquatic animals and helps reduce visibility both from above and below in the water. Young Chinese alligators display more distinct coloring than adults. Hatchlings are usually dark with bright yellow or light-colored bands across the body and tail. These markings fade gradually as the alligators mature, resulting in the more uniform, darker coloration seen in fully grown individuals. The Chinese alligator has a compact, sturdy build that is well suited to life in confined freshwater habitats. Its body is relatively short and broad compared to other crocodilians, giving it a stocky appearance. This solid structure provides stability and strength when moving through shallow water, dense vegetation, and muddy terrain. Its head is wide and slightly rounded, with a relatively short snout that is broader than that of many crocodile species. This head shape supports powerful jaw muscles, allowing the alligator to crush hard-shelled prey. Thick, bony armor called osteoderms covers much of the body, especially along the back, offering protection from predators and environmental hazards. The limbs of the Chinese alligator are strong and muscular, enabling it to walk effectively on land as well as swim efficiently. Its tail is thick at the base and laterally flattened, serving as a powerful propeller in water while also contributing to balance and support when the animal is on land. The Chinese alligator is one of the smallest living crocodilian species. Adult individuals typically reach a length of about 1.4 to 2.1 meters, with most fully grown adults falling toward the lower end of this range. This relatively modest size reflects its adaptation to smaller, confined freshwater habitats rather than large rivers or open wetlands. Adult Chinese alligators usually weigh between 30 and 45 kilograms. Males are generally larger and heavier than females, though the difference is not extreme. Their lighter body mass, combined with a compact build, allows them to move efficiently through shallow water, muddy banks, and underground burrow systems. Chinese alligators are generally solitary and secretive in their daily behavior, spending much of their time hidden in water or within dense vegetation. They are most active during the warmer parts of the year and tend to remain still for long periods, conserving energy while staying alert to their surroundings. This sit-and-wait lifestyle helps them avoid detection in their often human-dominated landscapes. They are strongly territorial, especially adults, and individuals often maintain and defend specific areas of water and nearby burrows. Territorial displays may include body posturing, head lifting, and subtle movements meant to warn intruders rather than direct confrontation. Conflicts are usually brief, as these alligators rely more on intimidation than physical aggression. A distinctive behavioral trait of the Chinese alligator is its extensive use of underground burrow systems. These burrows can be complex, with multiple chambers and entrances, and are used not only for shelter during cold winters but also as protection from extreme heat and drought. This burrowing behavior is far more developed than in most other crocodilian species. Chinese alligators also show a high level of tolerance for seasonal environmental changes. They can remain inactive for extended periods during unfavorable conditions, retreating into their burrows and reducing activity to conserve energy. This ability to endure long periods of limited movement is a key behavioral adaptation to living in temperate regions with strong seasonal variation. Chinese alligators produce a range of low-frequency vocal sounds used mainly for communication with other members of their species. The most notable sounds are deep bellows, which are generated by forcing air through the vocal tract while the body is partially submerged. These bellows can cause visible vibrations in the water and are used to announce presence and establish dominance. They also make softer vocalizations such as grunts, hisses, and low growls. These sounds are typically used at close range, especially during interactions between individuals occupying the same area. Such vocal signals help maintain spacing and reduce the need for physical confrontation. Young Chinese alligators are more vocal than adults and produce high-pitched chirps or squeaks. These sounds are used to signal distress or to communicate their location, particularly when they are separated from protective cover. Adult alligators are known to respond to these juvenile calls, making vocal communication an important part of social interaction within the species. The Chinese alligator is not built for sustained high-speed movement, but it is capable of short bursts of quick motion when necessary. In water, it can move rapidly over short distances by using powerful side-to-side tail movements. These sudden accelerations are typically used to escape perceived threats or to reposition quickly within its territory rather than for long-distance travel. On land, the Chinese alligator is generally slow and deliberate, usually moving with a low, crawling walk. However, when startled or threatened, it can briefly increase its speed and move surprisingly fast over short distances. This quick land movement is short-lived and relies on strong limbs and body coordination rather than endurance. The Chinese alligator has a carnivorous diet that mainly consists of small to medium-sized aquatic and semi-aquatic animals. It feeds heavily on invertebrates such as snails, crustaceans, and insects, which are abundant in the shallow ponds, marshes, and canals it inhabits. Hard-shelled prey is an important food source, and its strong jaws are well suited for crushing shells. Fish also form a significant part of the Chinese alligator's diet, especially slow-moving or bottom-dwelling species. It may ambush fish in shallow water or capture them near vegetation where prey density is higher. Amphibians such as frogs and tadpoles are commonly eaten, particularly during warmer months when these animals are most active. Occasionally, the Chinese alligator consumes small mammals, birds, or reptiles that come close to the water's edge. Juveniles tend to feed on smaller prey like insects, worms, and tiny aquatic animals, gradually shifting to larger prey as they grow. This flexible feeding behavior allows the species to survive in environments where food availability can change with the seasons. The Chinese alligator follows a seasonal breeding pattern closely linked to temperature and environmental conditions. Breeding activity typically begins in late spring to early summer when rising temperatures increase activity levels. During this time, adults become more active within their territories, and mating usually takes place in shallow freshwater areas. After mating, the female builds a nest made of soil, vegetation, and plant debris, usually near the water's edge. This mound-like nest helps regulate temperature and moisture for the developing eggs. The female lays a clutch of eggs inside the nest and carefully covers them, relying on the heat generated by decomposing plant material to incubate the eggs. The incubation period lasts several weeks, after which the hatchlings begin to vocalize from inside the eggs. These calls prompt the female to open the nest, assisting the young as they emerge. She may also carry hatchlings to nearby water, offering a degree of protection during their earliest and most vulnerable stage of life. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for even more viewing pleasure. Don't forget, like and comment. Feel free to share.